What's going on, everybody? Show 191, but who's counting? Somewhere around there. Saturday night. How is everybody doing? Let me know in the comments below. Do a little roll call, as is customary at the RC Pilots Lounge, a show where we just come and talk about whatever we feel like. Usually RC. We'll talk about this week's releases and what's on your bench. Who's getting ready to fly what? Scotty's RC Aviation. Let's see, let me back up a tick. Scotty's RC Aviation flies a Max 51, race 22 crew, cold, windy, and rain. Yep. Jeff Adams, Francis, Kelly Klein, EQ, Tim. That's right. Eddie K, Victor RC, Jets, RC Aviation and Crawling, Windiana. That's right. We managed to get a video out though last week. The Beaver on the, remember the upgraded wheels? If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Windiana is right. Yeah, the Beaver FMS on floats was awesome. We did a video on the snow, and then I just did the 5-inch Dubros. Super fun. P51D fan. Brian Young. No worries, dude. No worries. I pulled the motor back for you though. So we got it. Charging up for tomorrow, says Eddie Boone. Present, back to lurking. Present and accounted for. Just enough RC. Paul Dayton. Just enough. Eric Tennant. If I'm missing you, pop back in. Italian broccoli. Nice. Super pumped for flying season, I gotta tell you. And we got, I'm gonna unbox a little something here in a little while, and I've been working on some crawler stuff actually too, which I might keep tinkering on after a minute. If you look around behind me, some of you know what's going on, but I've got some stuff getting ready for paint booth here pretty soon. We're gonna pull the seats out of the Golden Nugget here in a little while, probably, as long as I didn't lose. I had a little screwdriver I needed. Man, it's a solid little truck. I'm going to change the motor and everything while I have this whole thing apart. I can't decide what I'm going to do. Probably nothing crazy. I was thinking about going, I just want to change the radio. The motor is probably fine. If there's a way to gear down, that might be a good idea too. Kelly says, saw it. Adam, oh, the video, good. Adam installed his new Dubros on the Beaver. Can't wait to fly that beast. Yeah. Some of you guys are going to want longer axles, but it is kind of nice. You can get it done with the stock stuff if you're willing to turn the nylon locking nuts around. Dwan says it's too windy for flying. He hovered his heli in the backyard. Awesome. Jackson RC, what's up? EQ, boss. Very good. All right, have a good one. Yeah, anybody get any maidens in, man? I tell you, we had a good time flying the Beaver. We're picking things, obviously, that'll take that. That field is pretty rough in front of the shop. And if you follow on Instagram, you see one of our buddies, Brad, from the store, soloed on the Chandra Patey Cub on his first day. After one flight with me and Bobby, we got him up in the air, you know, talked him through, and then dude flew solo first day. That was awesome. So we got to rip around that little Cub a little bit as well, the 1.3 from Hobby Zone at Horizon. Yeah, a lot of guys want to learn how to fly coming in. It's starting to get nice. We've had a bad couple of days, but I'll take it. What's up, Jess Harris? RC rolling in the house. Philip, how are you? So let's crack into it. Let's crack into some of this a little bit. We'll open the smallest one first. This may be a bit of an indicator. I don't right now, Eddie. That's a great question. He asked if I had any merch with the store name on it. Chucky says he got a Durafly Ugly Stick. Nice. Scotty can't wait to mate in the J65. Yeah, man. What's up, George Watts? Johnson 74th in the house. What's up, Dennis Farley? Oh, sweet. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Horizon. I've got one of the new little chargers, which I think improves upon and takes the place of the $35, what was it, S150. That's super basic. This one here is a lot more substantial, retails around $65, whereas the little dog is about $35, $37. And I love it, does both sizes of batteries. It's hard to see from the picture, but that opens up to expose the IC5 size battery. So that's great. Those have been moving off the shelf, and I think they're a nice, neat new product that's nice to have a level up that's still inexpensive, but not so basic. Got some 300 milliamp 3S packs, JST connector, and I have some 2S packs. It says pH. We'll open one up and see. I know what a JST is, but we'll open up this pH and see what that's about. Quiet Corner, what controller do you recommend for the Viper 70mm? Yeah, I hope there's other. I hope you have more flight experience before you jump into that one. But I like the NX series of radios. NX6, NX8, NX10. If you're getting into the 70mm Viper, that's a jump that warrants a better radio. You're going to be glad. Meyer, Eric, hey Ryan, do you like RC? Yeah, I do. I love it. So I guess I can, oh yeah, I got you. So I've got these little adapters that go JST to PH 2.0 as it's referred. So that's how we get it done. And then charge leads to make it happen as well. Thank you, Horizon Hobby. Awesome. So yeah, the charge lead, that'll work with those PH batteries, and also looks like make available a way to balance it on the charger, which is really cool. RC, yeah, RC's Quiet Corner. If you're digging into RC, looking at RC, checking out RC, take a look at the rest of my channel. We do a lot of air and jet, and then also some surface, lots of surface too. In particular, I think the Instagram is a lot of fun at Pilot Ryan Media. You can also check out BitGo Hobby on Instagram and YouTube, as well as, of course, Pilot Ryan Media, the channel you're on. Definitely go check out the videos. Yeah, definitely need a 6-channel radio. And if you want to help support the channel, go to the link in the description and click pilotryanmedia.com. And when you get to my website, you can go to whatever brand you're shopping, which would be, in your case, Horizon Hobby. I love how my equipment talks to each other. RC Plane Addict, to answer your question, what is your choice of battery to fly with? Think of a battery you would spend your own money on. I've been in for such a while. I gotta tell you, you go where I feel like it's easy, and also with what is industry leading standards. So I've been digging the smart stuff. I'm also blessed and fortunate enough to be able to work the smart stuff up. And when I'm buying packs, I've bought Spectrum and RC Jetworks batteries. And I know a lot of you guys, I don't even want to start the battery talk here. I tend to support those who support me, so brands that I work with make sense for me to use their batteries, and I've had tremendous success with them. And I know some people go for the bargain, and I can't blame you at all. And I hope that's working out for you. But I, in particular, really like how my radio and receiver and battery and everything talks to each other. That's been pretty nice. Yeah. So I actually want to open this charger up. And I'm going to open something else up after this. Man, Kelly, I wish I knew. And who asked me on the J65, like how soon? The word is very soon. I don't want to say just in case it doesn't work out that way, because, guys, it happens for sure. Did I get any info on the PT-17 landing strut? I asked Bobby, so I don't know what happened. I just turned him on to it. I said you had emailed him. Dwan wore out a ZX6. Somebody's flying a Sirius and like crazy stuff. Let's see. Thank you, Quiet Corner. Dwan, yeah, the NX10 SE should hold you for a little while. And you guys that hit me up, I know a lot of you guys click through and when you're going to do purchases, and I really appreciate it and thank you for that. It gets a nuisance to have to mention it all the time, but you do. And some of you guys reach out to me through Facebook, email, or Instagram direct message, and you tell me what you did, what you've been purchasing lately and stuff, and you ask me, how. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Greetings from Alaska, says Doug Kaprowski. Sorry, man, Duck. We're buddies. I already got a nickname for you. Hello. Let's see. I got to catch up. Philip Cockram. Funny you should ask that. Philip asks if anyone has the new Ultramicro pits. I do, and I'm going to open it in a second. Yeah, RC Plane Addict. So he's re-asking the question to everyone else. What batteries do you guys like using? So here's the wall plug for the S155. Typical. I love this. This feels so much better already than that little tiny thing. And then there's the IC5. So there's a balance lead. There's the update port. IC5 exposed right now. And then you flip the door and you got the IC3, which is awesome to not have to deal with adapters if you don't need to. It looks like there's ample cooling. Louvered points all around the case. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. We haven't seen anybody bring any back either. Appreciate it. Now, these boxes are great for screws and stuff. Anybody ever read this? You should. But it's pretty self-explanatory, especially after you've worked a few of these. Philip, yeah. Is your store pretty on top of new releases, Philip? Because some stores are and some stores aren't. So let's do it. I'm going to dig it out. Where do you get your roaring tops, Victor? I don't want to know. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, roaring top RC Jetworks batteries. I was always getting them from HSD Jets USA when I get those. Here's the pits. let's see. Actually, I've got a lot going on. I've been working on some surface stuff, building kits. Bobby's building a Vanquish. I'm building a Vanquish. And I hit a stumbling block on the Vanquish where they've got they're awesome. I contacted them. I sent a picture of what was wrong. I got 2 slide dogs that are part of this transmission. It's actually been really cool building a kit. I've never done that. Anyway, they're supposed to be hexed on the inside. One of them is not. So, hit the brakes on that and jumped on Golden Nugget. What's up, Northwest Indiana? Shoot, I'm in South Bend. That's fairly northwest. You can pre-order as well, and they will ship direct, Philip. Yes. I didn't get your answer if your shop's pretty good at getting new stuff. I've got 2 in my store already. And I got the 2 in my store before I had the one, the influencer style they sent. Raymond Molina, what's happening, man? It's been a minute. Craig Beaven. Yeah, man. Philip, if you're going to order it online, go to pilotRiderMedia.com, if you would, and click Horizon Hobby. I'm full-time RC. You guys made me do it. So thanks for keeping up that support. It means more than you know. Carbon Z Ultrix, that would be crazy. Ken Bird's got a question. Some of you guys can maybe help me answer it. Is the pits available and ready to fly, plug and play, or bind and fly? I have a feeling it's bind and fly. It would be cool if it was also ready to fly. What do you guys think? Is this a beginnerish plane? I flew one once a long time ago, but I think this one may be. Is this one like the first one, or is it completely different? You guys let me know. This looks great. What's up, Hunter Yoakum? How's your TikTok life, man? There are times I wish I wasn't sitting down. This is one of them. Oh, yes. This thing's nice looking. Got like cellophane all around it to protect it in the spots you would expect to see it. Let's get rid of this box. Wow. I'm pumped about this one, actually. Got plenty of batteries to try out. 3S and 2S. How cool is that? Handle and all, check it out. I don't think the first pits that I flew was near this good. Is this different? Guys, tell me. Is this different than the first pits? I mean, it's gonna be in the way of AS3X and things like that. Did the first one have it? You guys, who had one of these? Let me know in the with some emojis. Who had the original? Is this one different? Like all around. I mean, I know the tech is going to be different. That looks great. Nice. Look at that brushless motor there. Magnetic. JST is what comes off the board in here. Yeah, dude, Pitts' fly amazing too. I'm like super pumped about this. I flew one a long time ago, and again, I don't remember if it was this nice. I guess I should look at the comments if I'm asking questions. The first had AS3X, but was it this same model? On to rocks. I got an ecto in like 2 days ago. It's the ready to. It's got the lipo and everything, though. But I'm gonna get some that aren't like the ready to run lipo combo for guys that already have that stuff. But actually, when I bring in those kits with the lipos, they do well. I've been bringing in the element stuff. That new. What is it, a Pathfinder, but it's orange color. They call it like fire something. Those are moving pretty good. RC Playing Addict, yeah, I will try it inside, and not in this. Thank you for the super chat, very much, by the way. I will fly it inside, probably at the racetrack, not at the warehouse. It's a little too small. I'm just backing up a little bit. Don Willman, what's happening? Plane Addict, talking about batteries. Michael Jones, not a beginner plane. Yeah, so maybe not available RTF. It says bind and fly right on the side of the box. Rightsa, love you, man. Good to see you. This one is bind and fly, but yeah, are there other completion levels? The world wants to know and should answer and tell us all in the comments. Oh, it's great, man, says Hunter, just enough. Okay, man, I gotta just skip a bunch of stuff to catch up. Just wing it, what's happening? If I missed it, say it again, dudes, because I really got behind there for a minute. It looks like a lot of emojis. It's the same airframe, huh, John? Just wing it? Man, I like it. Something about when there's two wings just makes a thing feel so much more substantial to me. I'm pumped. It's got safe too if it's got AS3X. Usually you just have to flip the gear switch. I think it's already set up. But the weight of it feels good too. Like it's got what it needs in the front. And then you add the battery in and we should be alright. But I will definitely fly this outside as well. Nice. RC Flyboy got 8 flights on his FMS Tiger Cat last Thursday. Probably one of the best flying planes that I've ever flown in my RC life. That's awesome. Wayne's RC, thank you, man. He says the first pits was only 2S, and he thinks that may be the only difference. Awesome. I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, I'm stoked about this. Yep, dual ailerons. There's a linkage there that's going to drive the top set, and the servo that does it is there on the bottom. I'm pumped, dude. Seriously, this would be perfect for out in front of the shop. I'm there a lot, so it's a different angle on some of the stuff I'm getting up in the air now a little bit. Yeah, challenges would be fun. RC Plane Addict is wanting our ideas for some challenges for his channel. I want to open one of these batteries, actually. A couple of them. Yeah, Philip. That sounds right. Yeah, Hunter, it does look good. Thank you, Raymond Molina. That's a Suzuki Jimny that FMS makes as a crawler that I'm going crazy on. I've given it a lift. I've changed the tires. I had my buddy Tony and I put our heads together, and Tony executed on the box back. All that stuff that's gray, he fabricated. Otherwise, it was open, and it really looked like a Jeep. Wild Bill, no, not yet. Yeah, I think these pits are, I mean, they're available, right? I mean, I got 2 at the shop already, and then I got mine here, so you guys can get these if you're into it. Let's check out one of these little, which box is this? JST. I like it. It's a little chunker, a little porker. Perfect for what this is going to need up there, I'm sure. Is this the first time? It can't be. But it's like the first time I've seen this size of battery feel this substantial and have the smart branding on it. I'm going to maiden this new plane as soon as the weather's nice. I do want to do it outside, even though I will be flying it. I do want to try it inside too. So there's the 300 3S. 300 milliamp 3S JST. And that's what the plane comes equipped for. It's got the JST right there. So if you get the batteries with the JST, you will be good to go. And if you want to be able to use your smart stuff to charge it, I think there's a way to do that in the future. RC Plane Addict. Yeah, there's not. Actually, everybody went nuts and bought up all the nitro over the last week or two. We got more on the way though. Everything is up. NWIC says 70 watch and hit that thumbs up. It's a good idea. Little 2S'er. I'm going to maiden on the 3S. Not just because of power, but because of weight. Mostly because of weight. And now here's the little dude with the PH connector. That's the white ones we're used to seeing on some stuff. Craig Miller from Yorktown says, hey, what's up? Battery type and connector is unusual. They do this to sell more batteries. Well, you can't go around putting an IC 3 connector on these little tiny things. And the IC2 is even less popular, I'd have to guess. This seems a little bit more practical. You see these a little bit more, some of these white connectors, and the JST for that matter. It's not like it's a brand new connector. There's ways you can figure out how to adapt it to charge on any charger that you have. Because I mean, imagine a battery like this, a little 2S pack with a IC2 or IC3 on it. I mean, the wires are just so bloody small. It'd be obnoxious. Yep, EC5s are popular. I mean, the batteries I talk about so often with people at the shop. You know, trying to find out what they're into, and then try to find, not that I'm even trying to sell them, but I'm like, okay, let's just say you were buying your second RC right now. Which way are you going? You like the idea of planes, rock crawlers, and low C and Arma, then be leaning towards the Horizon stuff, which is going to have you with a Spectrum ecosystem. These folks have nothing when they're coming in. And so the best service you can give them is the proprietary connection system, especially if they're new to the whole thing and charging batteries in the first place. So that's what we do. And if anybody thinks that they're gonna maybe want to fly, or they like the looks of the axial crawlers better than the Traxxas crawlers or something, well, That's easy, because a lot of times folks are in after one thing, but there's a few different companies that make it. So it's good to have that conversation. Yeah. Jeff Adams is digging the Ultrix. Venom did go out of business. There's still inventory around at places, but yeah, they won't be making any more. But there's the little 2S 300. RC Plan Addict likes XT60s. Yeah, those are fine. And a lot, the Bigo stuff comes with XT60s, if I remember right. Probably EC5s too. I can't remember what we got on our jets. I'll have to take a peek. I mean, everybody, of course, wishes that there was one connector for everything, but these guys are in business to do business. Francis, if you like it, you should get it while you can. Because who knows how long inventory will last. And like I said, there won't be more. It says they're smart. We'll have to see once we have it bound up and are flying. It really also depends. I mean, for the charging, we should see smart work as long as it's balanced, right? And then on the plane, we'll just have to see once we get it plugged in. RC Flyboy, yeah. That'd fit in there good, a 7000. I'm excited for you guys to get your J65s. The Sirius is EC5, yeah, it makes sense. May, Jet Jam in June. When's Neffy? May? It's May, right? I don't know, Francis. It was pretty smart for some company to make IC connectors that were backwards compatible with EC series connectors. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. May. It's gonna be in May. Airvac says he thinks he might have got one of the last Venom cases, chargers from Hobby Zone. Yeah, the Admirals, when I was using them, they did good for me. Scotty's RC Aviation, 300 milliamps. Both the 3S and the 2S. Venom cases, gotcha. Talking about events, null is a must for all RC pilots at some point. True. What's up, JT? Going to be in May. You heard it. Your ears were burning. I like the pits. I never have flown the little one, the 38 inch, well, the other little one, right? The 38 incher. Landing the big FMS one is like really easy, but I see guys have trouble with the 38 incher, and I probably would have some trouble too till I got it figured out. Lyndon Stewart, would I recommend this to a beginner as a first plane? No. I think it's too easy to ruin your day. There's too many kind of work, connections, and with the two wings and stuff. I mean, there's some beginner planes that you can really beat them up and keep going. But I think if you get this one out of whack, it's twice as bad. So yeah. Lance, I have not seen the new 10 SE. Those are Spectrum batteries, Tim Smith. Michael Jones says Null's far away. New stuff's coming. It's just all slowed down. These guys aren't going to stop. They can't. Business gets too big. It can't stop. They can't quit. Michael writes and says, stopping in at George Watt's house is a must for all RC pilots. I'm about to have a cramp in my hip, y'all. I'm like, ooh. I'm just going to go do bathroom stuff and walk around a minute. I probably need some water and a banana. Yeah, dude, I want to fly it, Kelly, for sure. Thomas Seeley. Triple Tree Aerodrome. What is that, North Carolina? Vintage Contraband. And you guys have the vintage Pilot Ryan Media stuff? Load it up with emojis. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. South Carolina, gotcha. Barry's got the vintage merch. Land smoother, you'll get a bounce. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Biplanes, you really got to fly them in. I feel like a little speed's gonna definitely be your friend. Let's see. Ha. Mike says he doesn't have a huge collection, but everything he does have is ready to go, and it's driving him nuts. Seth in a month, says Cody S. Alright, RC Plane Addict, dude, do your thing, man. That's nice of you. What a legend. Keep doing what you do. I'm going to get back to editing. Have a great night all. RC Plane Addict out. Mitchell Farley in the house. Dean, I've been good. Rick James, straight up AL37 30mm PJ50. Is it worth putting J65? Yeah, dude, the J65 is awesome. It's bigger and it's a little more affordable. I mean, goodness sakes, if you've seen any X-Fly, you know their quality. Coming from a great, got a good heredity going. Michael Jones wants an old PT-19, but eBay was wanting $200. Yeah, it's looking to be very soon, and I hesitate to say exactly, because exactly isn't exactly until it's done deal, but very soon. So I'm gonna tinker while I'm here, y'all. I was gonna set that on there, but I need that, don't I? I need it, because I'm gonna take the roof off, I think. Biplane. Rick James. Dude, it's nice. Do me a favor, go through my website. Go to pilotRyanMedia.com, click the BitGo Hobby logo, and make it happen. If you're doing it. I think before I try to take the lid off, I think I'm going to take the seats off. And some of the stuff in the middle. Nah, let's try the... If I don't have a small enough one to do this, then I got no business taking the lid off. So that may change the plan. Yeah, that one's not gonna get it. That one's not gonna get it. Francis, no way, dude. I gotta do my work still. I gotta get videos of that pits. They're shipping now, the pits, which is nice when the new release is actually available. Boy, those are tiny. Dang it. Well, that's not happening, but I can get the seats out and stuff. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Little tiny screws for the seats. The new Cirrus does look good. I'm anxious to see that one actually. Ha, Dean, you ain't lying. Dean just got a membership to a club, getting to fly with other folks that are into it. That's great. On to Rocks, that's you. I have not, but I've got it on back order. So as soon as it's ready to go, they're in, I'll have my notice. And I'll be like, yeah, send it. I got you. Your name and number is actually the title of that order. This is cool as heck, dudes. I think I want to go. What's up, Michael Bear? Good to see you. I got that golden nugget stripped down. Getting ready for some paint. Oh man, don't tell me that one's goofed. Oh, it's Phillips. What? That looks like it's the that's the shifter stuff, not the seat. The worst plane I've ever flown? Oh man. Kelly Klein, it actually is, believe it or not. It doesn't seem like it ought to be, almost, but it is. Little coercion. Oh man, this is the coolest. Getting the seats out so I don't have to mask them. It's cushiony. It's like a rubber wrapped around the plastic. Makes it look super legit. Driver's seat out. Philip Cockrum, 6 weeks to flatten the snow. He says, Michael Bear, ain't mad at you. Mike Kennedy got me this driver a long time ago. It's awesome. It's like gyro style. It's smart. There goes the seat. There's the other one. Those are great. Keeps getting lighter and lighter. No seats. I can actually get out some of the shifters as well, and then I can work on the steering wheel. Eventually I got to get the box back off though too. What's up, Spence? Nice. Not a lick of trim, says Michael Bear. Finally test flew his flight test Kraken scratch built. He did over the winter. Flew perfect. Mike Kennedy, yes. Oh, there's a set screw on it. Well, that's great, dude. Are you kidding me? On the steering wheel. I think I can take it off and not have to lose the whole column. Sweet. Action. Yes. Nothing's ever easy. It'll be alright. Keller's been flying a Valiant and a Profile, playing to stay sharp. Sweet. Heat wave, 29 degrees, says Warren. I may be able to even take the window glass out and not have to mask it if I got the small enough screwdriver. The detail on this thing is ridiculous. In a good way. Emergency brake. We may have to mask that shifter. Thanks, Dean. Dean's out of here. Says he's got to get on the road. 45-minute drive back home. Hope you have a good night, weekend. Can't wait for more videos. Awesome. Thank you. I'm not the man, but I appreciate it. Thanks. I can't wait to make more videos. I hope you guys like surface ones. It's okay if you don't. Keller says he got the last Super Scorpion Horizon had. Do you think it's coming back, reflex style? What say you? Michael Jones is talking about ordering the flight test Tenet for some easy fun and taking a break from my balsa builds. Anybody have opinions on that? Let us know in the comments below. I am so pumped to have access to this to paint it up the way I want. Seriously, I need a tiny screwdriver though. It's Suzuki, right, sir? And man, dude, this is the Golden Nugget. If you haven't heard of me talk about the Golden Nugget yet, let me know in the comments, because I'll clue you in if necessary. This is the FMS 1/6 scale Jimny. It's an old model. Looks like a Jeep when it doesn't have its box back. But these came... Let me put the stuff on it, dudes. Tony's done an awesome job, and we're tag teaming. Golden Nugget, dude, you gotta check out the Golden Nugget, because that's the color I'm going for. And I'm probably weathering it, so it's gonna be rust and yellow happening. I think if this whole thing was just the yellow I want, it would be too much. So I think weathering this is gonna be cool. It's a hard body, so I get to do the outside. I don't have to worry about painting the inside like you do with Lexan. Let me dress this up so you know what we're dealing with. There's the door on, and it's got this, you know, it almost looks like a Volkswagen thing a little bit. It's unique to this truck. Yeah, I don't have a little screwdriver like that handy. I'm sure I do somewhere, but yeah, man. This didn't have anything at the moment. We haven't done the closers and stuff for the doors, but they fit so good. He did such a good job that they will stay in without. I may have a little trouble in the back since the bumper's off now. I just love this thing. I've been following this show on YouTube, and I'll catch some of you guys up on this. This truck, the real one, I'm gonna have to hold that in, I think, since I don't have the bumper. This guy Ed left his real one in the wilderness for 40-some years, and an off-road recovery channel went and got it, took it to a fabber. I've been watching his channel. He's doing an awesome FJ, he's doing some hot rods, and they're working on this Golden Nugget, and now it's at a paint shop, a channel called Robbie Layton. And so I've been following this on YouTube. So it's a completely different truck when you put the box back on it. I'm just holding the door there, but this is just going to be the coolest thing. And so I've got it all blown apart so I can weather it up. I'm going to paint rust on it, and then I'm going to paint the yellow, then I'm going to sand and salt chip and do things like that to give it some real texture and all. So that's what's happening. I already gave a lift to the axles, the stock axles. The leaf springs were on the bottom, not the top. So I just flipped everything around, and I had to do a lot of trickery with the geometry for the steering servo, but I've worked it out, changed the tires, and I'm gonna end up with a good power system in it, a real super dope paint job. And this thing is so sturdy, you can pick it up by this lid that he put on. So fun project. Yeah, the Golden Nugget. I actually am a little curious to see. I think they're gonna give it, I mean, they're not gonna weather theirs. So I think the Golden Nugget's gonna just be like mint, like super, super nice yellow. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's one of my favorite yellows on planes too. So I guess I have a thing about yellow. So I'll be masking off some stuff and getting ready to do this up. The Golden Nugget. And I've stripped the chassis obviously and all that stuff so I can do the paint job on it. It's got lights. I couldn't figure out getting the grill off without breaking stuff, so I'm just gonna mask off the lights. I'm using the stock chassis. It just fits so bloody good. It's so good. Let me grab it actually. The motor box and the battery and where the servo mounts was just so easy, just a couple screws, and I'm able to keep it really all together. And then just to get the axles on, it's super easy. It's just where the leaf springs go, and I'm done. Drive shafts are easy. They're telescopic. They slide in. And like I said, I may change the motor out. I got a big Spectrum servo in there now, and I mounted it on the bottom of the chassis to fix the geometry. After giving it a lift, I changed it, so it needed it. Look at that rear bumper. That just fits perfect in the body and everything. FMS makes this truck, right, sir? It's the FMS Suzuki 1/6 scale, so it's just a tick bigger than a 1/10 scale when you're looking at it. In real life, just like the Willys Jeep, this would be a lot smaller. What's interesting to note is if you have this 1/6 truck sitting by the 1/6 scale SCX6 crawler, it's drastic, the difference, but they are in the same scale. This thing is so much smaller than the axial SCX6, and so I have to get a picture of these together because that truly is scale. Nice, Philip. Yeah, I have to watch the motorcycle stuff. Yep, it's already locked out of the box, Wild Bill, as a crawler. So yeah, I don't have to do anything with that. That's a done deal. It's really nice, actually. The axles are beefy. I like how it went together. I'm 100% putting this all back on, but I wanted to get the body completely clear so I could do what I wanted to do without like a bunch of crazy masking on this. In real life, that gold nugget is like super open and exposed. I don't know, you can't really see inside very good with the lid on and everything, but the same ribbing and everything you see on the body is inside of course, the tailgate and the seats. Look at all that detail I get to work with. That's cool. So cool. So yeah, that's what's happening. I just got a little bit of work to do on the dash, and I got to get some little screwdrivers so I can get some of this stuff, so I can get the back off. And then it's going to be painting time. What's cool too is the structure here in the back that Tony designed for the whole situation. See those bars in the back? Y'all are gonna die. Hold on a minute. Some of you already know me and you know what I'm talking about, and some of you don't. This truck, those bars in the back are for carrying RC models. That's what's gonna be up, I think, in the truck. Dude's gonna have his planes in there, going to the field. So that's ridiculous and awesome. I have to make I love what I'm doing. It's work. I work RC now. It's a little different, but it's great. But I have to really on purpose make sure like I do some projects like this. I can't wait for flying season. I really want to get my hands on some big foamy warbirds and play with the weathering too. Michael Bear, no, I'm not going to do a plywood door, but I think Tony wanted to make one. What's up, Roach Coach? Yeah, so the Golden Nugget has been awesome to watch get fixed up. Matt's Off-Road Recovery is the channel, and a handful of guys, a couple other channels, went and retrieved that from the woods. Then it went to the Fab Rats YouTube channel, which is, they do, I really watch everything they work on. But the Gold Nugget project's pretty neat. And watching them fix that and restore that and get it ready to go to the paint shop where it's been for a little while, Robbie Layton's channel, it's been awesome. So that's the inspiration of that. And then if you guys know the Fab Rats channel, you know that FJ? I'm doing the Vanquish Phoenix, which is 100% like, let me show you the picture from the manual. It's an FJ45. I just dig it. And I'm going to weather it just like that. Rusty white, a little bit of blue on it. I want it nasty. Let me find my manual. I mean, this is as close as you can get to an FJ45 without calling it one. And I like it, it's got the truck bed. Otherwise, it kind of looks like another Jeep. It's a little bit another box back. Let's see, is there a better picture of this? And I need to get my float planes ready, dude. We took the floats off of that Beaver. You know what I want to get? Floats for the Carbon Cub. I had them. They don't stay in the store. If I show you the clear body, it just won't translate, but let me try. Michael Bear, I've heard of it, but I have not seen that one yet. So, look at that. I mean, Toyota all day long. It's going to be sick. And then it's got, you know, the bedsides and all that stuff too. So, it'll be really cool. Vanquish Phoenix. My first kit build. I love this as pre-cut. So this is Lexan. I will do paint on the inside, but my weathering paint is going to be on the outside. What's up, Curtis D? Look, I mean, look at the roof, dude. Come on. And the windows on the back corner. Can you see that paneling on the windows? Yeah, there you can. The back windows. Out takes the radius. Come on. FJ45. The other Vanquish is awesome too. It looks like a Scout. That's one of my other favorites. Kelly's got his on already. Nice. Yeah, Michael Bear, I gotta check that out. I know Bobby does. You got a Toyota grill on Etsy for yours? Dude, you gotta send me a picture. I had the grill out earlier because I opened the wrong bag. Just wing it. I have to be. And I don't mind. It's awesome. What new have you guys tried in RC lately that you haven't ever done? I tell you what, when we go to these fly-in shows and it gets dark and we bust out the cars, it's a blast. It's a blast. Our planes are awesome. I love them and I always will. They'll always be my favorite. I have to be a businessman now too, so that requires for me to distribute my attention, but I was already doing that, and so I'm like super pumped about it. But yeah, the planes are so fragile. You can never do, they're fun, there's nothing like them, but you can never do the same kind of stuff. The abuse these things take and the fun you can have racing each other and crashing and everything else is just good stuff, and you'd never be able to do that with your plane. So surface up, Buttercup, and get something with some lights on it so we can play at night. What's up, Jordan? Carbon Z150 is a complete dream to fly on floats. Yeah, I bet. The Cessna or the Cub, which? Is the glass already masked off on the Vanquish? No, it comes with a mask, but it does have that film on it that you got to peel off when you're ready to go that way. What's up, Justin Davis? Paul McNeil wants to hang a water basket under his RC helicopter. Man, I don't know how Kenny's doing. Does anybody else know? Yeah, I'll tell Bobby K hello. Drag, yeah, drag racing's getting huge. We need to have it'd be awesome to have a drag racing strip at our place. We're missing out, actually. But I am also taking on a lot of different facets I never had taken on before and learning like a lot. And of course, everybody that comes in wants you to be an expert on everything. It's just unfortunately not necessarily how it goes. Like on the racing side, man, I can race, but you ask me questions about those buggies, I don't know, man. But you want to know about the consumer stuff, though? Most of us aren't going to buy the expensive race kits and then put our own power systems and things in it unless we seriously want to race. No problem in that. But off the shelf, you can get some stuff that is awesome, and with just a little tweaking can be actually very competitive. Is there a float kit for the HSD 182? Because that would be my favorite Cessna on water. That's my favorite Cessna, that size. Just, I can't tell a lie. But I do love the Carbon Z Cub, dude. Just wing it. I'm at the warehouse right now, so just kind of where Bobby does his work with the fulfillment on the online side for BitGo operations. The online side, which is distributing product from California and South Bend. I lost a screw. Yeah, EQ, that's what I'm thinking. And on the Golden Nugget, I'm going to be able to take the glass out, which is fantastic. Michael Jones, are you wanting to bash or just continue to chill campfire style? You're liking the 124 scale? You want to get into crawling and some good stuff without spending, you know, the $5 or more? In $300 range, you can find $350, $320. You can find some really cool crawlers. Look at the Axial SCX 10.2 Deadbolt and the Honcho. Look at the Traxxas TRX4 Sport. If you already have Spectrum stuff, it makes sense to look at Axial because you'll be able to use batteries in that stuff as well. But yeah, and the Element stuff. And all of these crawlers, the 10 scale stuff I'm talking about, runs on 2 or 3S. And the Element stuff is made from, that's team associated quality. The Element, Enduro, Sendero, Night Runner, Ecto. They're nice. They're nice. So those are actually really well priced also. I mean, you gotta love the Axial SCX 10.3 and the Traxxas TRX4s with all the stuff. Second gear, locking, unlocking diffs, all that stuff. They're more scale looking, but I'm telling you, just like quality, don't want to mess with it, don't want to upgrade nothing, and just have a good time out of the box. SCX 10.2s, Element. The Sendero is straight axle. I don't think it has portals. And then the Night Runner has independent front suspension, and so does their Pathfinder, which they call something else. I think Enduro. But yeah, 3 bills, 3.5 bills. Those are quality offerings. Whoa, Kelly's putting Carbon Z Cub floats on his Draco now. Sean says they do. Dang it, I need some. Then I'd have to get 2 182s. Element RC Gatekeeper. Yeah, Dennis, that's an open... for some reason, I don't pay as much attention to those. But yeah, that's a good one. Folks like that one. It's not for me. I like body, more of a body on it. But I think I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, around the campfire, man. And getting into the 1/10 game, there's lots of good choices. I carry all that stuff at the store. A bunch of the higher price Traxxas and Axial stuff, the middle price point, and then the entry, I'd say, the 10.2. Element Trail Runner and Trail Walker. Those comp rigs. The Trail Runner, isn't that the Toyota Tacoma? Nice. Olsen made in his E-Flite 190. Get the floats for 182. Yeah, man. That thing's sick with all the windows and stuff. Noon's in the house. What's up? I'm trying to look up something right now. Let's see. I really like the scale looks of some of the RC 4-wheel drive stuff. But I have their Defender. Oh yeah, I looked at this one before. It looks pretty good. I love my Red Cat. I mean, without a doubt, dude. My Gen 8, but I think it needs a lot of work to be good. By the time you aren't saving any money if you make it good. If you want an international scout body, though, that's a good way to go. Or you could figure out putting that body on something else. The wheel wells and everything, though, on the Red Cat, I mean, it's a nice truck, but I just put a lot of stuff into mine. Yeah, I need to get that one in there too. I like the front of that truck. This is the what do you call it? Not the Trail Runner, the Trail Walker. I like the front end. Bronco-ish, Scout-ish. I'm nuts. It's just a tick cheesy. I really do like the look of their Sendero, though. We drove it. And, I mean, I'm always impressed with the Axial SCX 10.2s as well. Ordered. Quick question, J65. Is it pre-order or on its... It's pre-order, and they should be shipping pretty soon. Is what's happening with that. It said what, mid to end of March, so we still got a few. Dude, the HSD 182 is cool, bro. We sell them at BitGo. Click the BitGo hobby link, man, through Polyline Media whenever you're ready to do it, if you are. Brian Chambers, man, one of these days. We have to do so good at, man, I felt the same way about YouTube too. Like, I wish it would go just crazy. So there was enough going on that you could actually pay folks to help you do it, because it's a huge undertaking to do it right. And now we have the store and one in the works and the online stuff going on. It needs to do super good and grow and be successful, not because of this, but for freedom to do some other things. And it's big enough that you justifiably pay folks to help. Man, when you got a paper route, you can't pay somebody good to do it for you. But if you distribute the whole newspaper in that county, you can. So yeah, Brian Chambers, I want something for sure, and I don't mind if I gotta chop on it, make it what I want it to be, but it can't be too Frankenstein, or I'll have to only trailer it places. I want to be able to drive it. I want reliable, but I want capable too. Nunes, I saw that earlier on Facebook. Nunes is working on a Avanti turbine conversion. Michael Jones, man, I get it. I'm still building big planes flight test style because spending $500 on foamy is a lot. I can build the plane for $20 and reuse electronics. Awesome. Building out of whatever material is always special. On the rocks, you talking about that RC four-wheel drive you like? That scale one? The C2X? Is that a 155? Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, man. So the better we do, the more maybe that'll happen. I would love to. Listen, I really just want to play with this stuff and do videos, mostly. The rest of it's just the necessary evils behind it. Channel does alright, but not alright enough. So, thank goodness, grateful, blessed to be able to work in RC. But yeah, the goal is to continue to liberate time to focus on videos, which is sharing out the passion for the hobby and having fun with products, which apparently works. I don't have to be a rocket scientist. I just need to etch time out for having fun with this stuff, because that's what's up. The Trail Walker is a 155. Yeah, man, which immediately makes me lean towards the Sendero, that Bob Bed red looking Chevy they have. It's a nice one, man. We ran it. We ran that, the Honcho. My first crawler was a deadbolt anyway. Dude, my Vanquish is gonna blow everything out of the water, I think. It's gonna spoil me. But I'm really digging the project, this Gold Nugget project, the Toyota FJ45 Vanquish project. Yeah, Nunes, it's still on, bro. It's on. It's just a matter of time. Good stuff. And thanks, you guys. The shows did, it's funny because I catch myself doing the same thing that I hope doesn't happen to people here. Where there's some channels that I've watched and learned some things from on the surface side that I had only seen their live streams. And then when I'm building this Vanquish stuff, this one's Bobby's, I watch their build videos and their tutorials, and I'm like, oh man, I really like that. Like, what a great job. But their live stream, it's different. It's like this. It's just BSing. And I caught myself like being like surprised by how much I really appreciated the assembly and build video, especially if you've never built one of these kits before. And I hope people come over here in the lives and enjoy themselves, but I hope they check out the rest of the channel, is what I'm getting at. When is it? Set a date. We got it. We got it. We'll tell you when it's time. Man, these metal ones are sick. Bobby's got the VS410 Ultra. I was gonna build one of these, but I just had to deal. I had to do the FJ45, and I like the fact that Phoenix has dig and 2 different kinds of overdrive, and already molded inner fenders with preparations made for rock lights. And the inner fenders on the VS4 Ultra are pre-cut Lexan that you got to paint. Not a huge deal, but I preferred the look of that FJ, and then the idea of having pre-made, molded, ready to go inner fenders was alluring. It was. You can't appreciate one of these till you see it in person. There we go. Metal drive shafts. Just the coolest bits all over. They go together really nice. Very tight tolerances. Like it. Bought a Team Garage Hack 2 load training for your Phoenix. Cool. Yeah, that's neat how they designed this with the offset pumpkin so that they can really get that transmission and motor down low without losing clearance. What's up, David Wilson? Metal drive shaft. Man, these are nice. What's up, Noons? Thanks, man. I definitely will, Noons. Thanks so much. Bless you. F9 axles. Yeah, the metal ones. These are portal metal ones. They're definitely better than the Phoenix's plastic ones, and they're still fantastic, but these are something else. Holy smokes. Jim Jambuka in the house. Race 22 crew. It's kind of up there. The Phoenix is the more affordable one due to the plastic axles and stuff. And that kit, if I remember right, is like $5.99. The VS4 Ultra kit with the metal axles is a considerable amount more than that. I can't remember exactly. It's ridiculous a little bit, but I mean it's quality. It's something. It's pretty special. Any good new RC releases coming out soon? Yeah, there is stuff on the water that we cannot wait for it to land to replenish the cool new stuff that's at BitGo in regards to Dancing Wing and the Eflites planes. Bobby doesn't have a Phoenix. I got one. I'm keeping mine. I'm using them. Bobby's doing the VS, the Ultra, so he's gonna have the square body. I think that if it was the Origin body, I still made one. I still kind of want to build one. But man, the VFD twin transmission though, with the dig and the overdrives, that's cool. I'm gonna try that. So the VS, the one he's building doesn't have that. Transmission's different. It doesn't do that. Any hobby's expensive. If you're into fly fishing, it's expensive. If you're into photography, it's expensive. If you're into RC, guess what? Here's a new, who's asking about releases? David Wilson. They've re-released this bigger and better. I don't know about bigger. The power system's 3S is what I mean. The Eflite pits. We just got this in the post today. I absolutely cannot wait to fly it. I flew it a long time ago, the version 1, and I thought it was amazing. I have not flown it though since, so I'm very much looking forward to it. Is the SCX 10.3 Jeep worth the extra money over the two? I think so, because you get metal links all over the place. If you go with the Rubicon or the Gladiator, you get portal axles. If you go with the early Bronco, it's a straight axle. But it's got it's a very good stock power system. You've got metal links all over. You've got better shocks. They come with lights, so you do get a little more, obviously, for paying a little more. Mike George, yeah, I mean they're EPS foam. They're ultra micros. They do maybe look fragile, but they're a lot tougher than a lot of people give them credit for, and mostly due to the nature of it doesn't weigh a lot. When it doesn't weigh a lot, it takes on less damage when you do mess up. Biplanes tend to fly pretty good though. Ken Bird, is Dynam still in business? It doesn't seem like they're making any new planes to me. So I'm a fan of Spectrum planes and AS3X Safe Tech. There are a lot of other protocols out there for quadcopters and surface vehicles. What do you think? You're right. And it's all in efforts to provide a more enjoyable experience to that modeler, whether it's air, surface, whatever. So like the Spectrum Surface has active vehicle control. It's just like our AS3X, but it's on surface stuff. Traxxas has a version of it they call TSM. And then of course gyros or like drones and stuff have their own protocols like DJI and stuff. And then there's aftermarket gyros and stuff you can buy. I have had really good luck with all of the gyro technology that's come in planes. The Vector and the Reflex, and I am looking forward to getting more acquainted with the X-Fly Pulsar. At the back to control rudder and elevator. Yes. About here. I have not flown the pitch yet. I just got it today. Unboxed it on the show just a little while ago. Yeah, Roman McGowan. It's got another board for the elevator and rudder in the, like where I showed you. All right, Kelly, see you later. TSM, Ken Bird. And yes, PMS at the same time. Just put a turbine in the boat. Now you're cooking. I'm actually pretty excited about the new boats at Horizon. They released a Pro Boat 36-incher self-riding 6S Bad Mama Jamma for like $4 and some change. That I've got a guy came in to wanted it already, brand new, special ordered it for him today, and I'm gonna have a couple more in the shop. Yeah, dude, Brian, I think that one looks so much better than the other one. Alpha Bravo RC, is Radio Master better than Spectrum? Moderators, run them out on a rail. I'm just teasing. I have no experience with Radio Master, and I'm cool with that. If I was flying drones and programming some, fairly advanced stuff when compared to our foamies, I think that might be a radio I would consider. People that I trust that are good at doing that sort of thing tend to appreciate some of the functionality that Radio Master stuff offers them. I am tickled to death though with Spectrum, and rarely need to deviate. I've flown Futaba and Spectrum for a long time, and for me that's all I really need. Oh man, there we go. Sick. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to. Yeah, it does depend on who you ask. Wild Bill's right. It is all preference. I think if you're a fan, look, you guys know me. Horizon sells these planes that are expertly tuned with a receiver that does not only a gyro stabilization but a kind of panic bank limiting safety if I want it, which is great if you're handing it to somebody that doesn't have any experience. So because of that, even if I didn't like Spectrum radios, I would at least always have a 6-channel around to take full advantage of the bind and flies. And if you like the planes that come out of Horizon, it's not a bad idea, because they're making less and less plug and plays because the market tells you what it wants, and the numbers don't lie. So that's what they're looking at. Bind and fly is not going anywhere. And if you like the stuff that you see coming out from Horizon, which is, man, they're like industry leader, you almost can't ignore the fact. And look, some people are just into the thing they're into, and then other people get into the hobby, and I think some of us around here are like, just, man, riding the edge of it. It sounds cheap when I say latest and greatest, but it really is like the edge of innovation that we see displayed in the market when you keep up with the new stuff and you fly the stuff from like the big companies, largest, I'd say, in the world, aren't they? Horizon. So yeah, I'm flying Spectrum for sure. Fred in here? Yeah, I know some guys like the open TX stuff. I haven't had any need for it, but I get where that is important. The pitch looks like it could fall. It won't. Only if it gets bumped. Sean Gallagher used to race boats. We get our people out of beginner as soon as possible. But, you know, the best thing to do is give them a vocabulary, tell them what they're looking at when the plane's doing certain things, talk to them about speed and airflow, and it is not going to fall. Is that better? It's not going anywhere, dudes. Right, so my favorite radio? Spectrum. The best multi-protocol radio is the Radio Master TX16. Yeah. Personally, I like to keep my... I won't fly... I've done it in the past. I won't do it anymore. Spectrum receivers with Spectrum radios. Futaba receivers with Futaba radios. Some guys swear by, you know, modules and being able to do it. And it seems like they have more trouble though too, or like weird gremlins that happen more often. I don't know. I mean, man, I'm loyal too. Like companies I think do a good job. Man, I'm cool to support that. What's up, Ron for the Hills? Pickle fork. What? I wish they had a self-riding pickle fork 6S boat. You can buy the new 6S boat and make it whatever you want. I don't know what a pickle fork is, but you can make it happen, I suppose, if you want to bad enough. Roman. It's not up there in a bad way. Alpha just got a TX16. Yeah, man, if you're... hey, a lot of guys like them. It's okay. Price motivates a lot of decisions for folks. I get it. I can't very well be... I mean, let's be honest, right? I mean, you guys know I've been doing this for a minute. And I work with these companies. There's no way I'm going to do... a Suave shampoo commercial with a bottle of Prel sticking out of my breast pocket, you know, just like I'm not gonna fly like the brand new deal, here's the new video of the Horizon whatever, and I've got it on a Radio Master. It just doesn't make sense. I can't. I don't think I would probably... they'd quit sending me stuff, and I'd like to do this, so I feel like I know my lane, and I stand in it, you know. That would be fantastic. Are we going to see 90mm X-Flight EDFs this season, even just fan setups? That'd be awesome. I do not know the answer. Pickle fork. 2 pontoon drag boat hull. Michael Jones, Spectrum radios are the best radios for beginners, and we need to encourage more folks to get the Bind and Fly Spectrum planes. Whatever gets people in the air, man, I think is good. They still make Prel, ? Big Jim. Anybody, some of you guys remember that stuff? Age Van, man, glad to be of service. Cheers, mate. This show has become my lazy Sunday morning chill. That's awesome. Much appreciated from an Aussie in China. Happy days, dude. Soak up the sunshine, have a coffee on me Sunday morning wherever you're at, man. I can dig it. Prel. Got NX10 unboxing coming soon, says EQ. Awesome. I always wanted to see what the box looked like. Man, yeah, that's cool. It's a great radio. It really is. Oh, Michael Bear. Yes, sir. It's easy to. It's a good one. That's the thing. Quality product sells itself. And if you're having fun with it and you're able to share how to do it, man, you're an ambassador for the hobby. You're doing a great job. Will Horizon Hobby release the Ultra Micro MiG 15 and 3S? I do not know. I wish they'd release 1 and 6S, a big monster. I tell you what, we keep selling. I always have a Carbon Z Cub in the store, and I swear, I think 1 or 2 a week is out of there. It's okay. Good evening, Ryan. Have you been checking your business inquiries email? Where? What email address? Which one? There's only 20 that we got to manage at the moment. I don't do that I don't run the online side, if that's what you're talking about. I'm retail side. Ever hear of Kindsvater boats, drag boat, prop gears, gear housings? He made them all. Roman McGowan, yeah, the yellow semi was a push toy that was turned into an RC by our buddy Tony. Eddie K, very rarely, but sometimes, yeah. Unboxing the pilot soon, says EQ. Got some FPV pilots, is that what you said? Yeah, man, he kit bashed that thing, man. As a push toy, and he gave it a lot of extra bling. And then made an RC with, I think it was a WL Toys or WPL 6x6 of some type. Michael Bear made a new pilot take his brand new Viper 90 back to the hobby shop in exchange for an Aero Scout. Good for you. That should have been done. That should have been done. Every now and then I'm sure one slips through. But if you ever get it, most people, I have never met anybody who, I think everybody wants, unless you got something wrong with you, everybody wants success for anybody wanting to do this. And it feels like it's huge. It's bigger than just you want success for that person. You want success for that person because it's also success for you and your hobby. And the more successful people are, the more options we'll have down the road, and the better the business will thrive, and the more things we'll see. And competition breeds innovation, and we all benefit from that as end user. Oh, Wreck 'em Roy, man, that thing is coming super slow. Like, not at all. I jumped 2 projects in front of it for now. Bluetooth City, says Jim Jumbuka. Cool to be listening to the crew on the road. Nice. Just don't... How are you talking, man? You got a voice deal? You ain't typing and driving. You must be in a Tesla. About 5 minutes, y'all. Yeah, Michael Jones. Complexity is nothing I want in my RC life, which is why I stick with what's easy. I actually feel myself physically get ill when folks come in and they've gone so far off script that I can't help them. I just don't know. Once you dive in, you got to dig yourself out. When you go, and it's cool, do it, model, anybody, model to your heart's content. But if you're going to jump in and go off script, it's really hard for someone to jump in the middle of that and finish it for you. So it's like, be willing. I mean, seek help, But holy moly, saving the day when somebody's really done a number on something. It's easy to put something back stock. It's easy to fix it the way it comes. There's a point of reference there. It's easy to get on board with, but boy, folks will go upgrading stuff, and that's fine. That's fun. That's cool. And then run into problems. That's pretty rough. What's up, Jet Man? Ha! Michael Bear, tell your wife I said hello. It is the new 3S Pits Lesco. Who's the nice guy? That's funny. I think Eddie K says, I think you're right, but I have met folks that resent the ease at which some folks can get into the hobby now. That is sad, as you say, Eddie. Because who... Listen, I understand longing for a better time, a simpler time, walking uphill both ways to school. That's great. Building and it being definitely harder to get into. But that as a whole doesn't do a service for the hobby. It is easier to get into now. But there's still the financial barrier to entry, and I think if you can make it over that hurdle, or you've saved up to do it, I ain't mad at you if it's easy to do it. Time's harder to come by, I feel like, too, for a lot of folks. No Java equals problem for Ryan. You ain't lying, dude. Yeah, we'll be flying it on the channel. Check out the rest of the Pilot Ryan Media channel. We do a lot, like nearly all of the new releases that come to the foamy side of airplanes. And we do a lot of surface stuff too. I think if you guys are on Facebook, you need to not miss out on this wonderful community. The Facebook group that I built around this channel, and kind of in particular the live stream. The Facebook group is called RC Pilots Lounge. Has over 2,200 members in it and is hopping. Check that out. I think my Instagram is a good time, and you get to see more of the everyday stuff. A lot of the YouTube videos, the releases, the videos coincide with those releases, so really kind of only when there's something new out are full long form videos getting released on YouTube. It's not because I want it that way, it's just because it's how it is. I'd love to be making videos every day, but I have to prioritize time. And so with that, that means the new stuff gets the focus, and then we move on. But the Instagram is lit. And if you have a Facebook, you already have an Instagram. Zuckerberg owns Instagram, so go for it. And check out the RC Fun Park Instagram, which is a lot like my Instagram, because it might be run from the same guy. And then the BitGo Hobby Instagram, Bobby leads the charge on that one. And there's the BitGo Hobby YouTube channel as well. But as you know, you can see Bobby K and I living our RC life and trying to share it with you all the best we can on all our social media. So it's free to follow, it's free to subscribe, it's free to like it. Please continue to do that. And if you like RC, I think you'll be glad you came. My Saturday night bromance. Alright, I said I was going to go soon. I'm just going to take a short, and then you got to take a call. Mother Nature line 1. So I'll be back though. I don't want to stay on forever, but I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are. Balsa's awesome. I love the Dancing Wing Balsa. Few different completion levels at BitGo Hobby, dude. Big, awesome biplanes for prices that seem unheard of to me. For what you get. They're very nice. Check out the BitGo Hobby YouTube channel and my channel to see some balsa flights on these awesome Dancing Wing planes. Yeah, you want folks to have success. And everybody I've been involved with in the RC hobby, no matter what company it was, always felt the same way. You may have somebody who wants an Viper 90, but you can tell by the words they use when they're talking about airplanes with you that they haven't been maybe doing it. And so you dig a little harder and you find out they have maybe really no experience. And man, you know that thing costs somebody about 6 spills. And you don't want them to get discouraged. That's a lot. to put in the ground. So it's like, man, train them up, steer them right, and you don't lose the sail on the Viper 90 when you steer a guy from a $600 plane to a $220 plane. You don't lose the sail. You gain someone. And as they learn, they're going to even more realize how good advice they were given. Some people just won't listen. I didn't listen right away. That's how I know. I started with warbirds. I shouldn't have. It didn't work for me at first. All right, I'll be right back. Stick around if you want more. Pilot Ryan Media, RC Pilots Lounge. All right, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. There we go. Horizon L39 would be fun. Dan Zimmerman says your club has free training every Monday evening during the summer for people wanting to try flying without financial commitment. It helps them understand where they should start. 100% why it's so awesome to be able to fly right out in front of the store. It's great. That's actually why we started a channel in the first place a long time ago, me and Captain Mike. It was called RC Air Training Command. We did flight lessons with a Hobby Zone champ, and they're still up and they still work. Didn't have a good camera, hadn't been in front of a camera a lot, but that's why we started. We had done it a few times in real life, and we're like, you know what, this may be good. Let's see, David yourself, what's happening? Jet Tech Don, Ray's in the house. Michael Jones says he doesn't do social. I get it. My social is just RC. Otherwise, forget about it. Ray's got exhaust lights for the warbirds working out. Very cool. The cloud hoppers. Man, I think you came by the other day, didn't you? Nice. Yeah, I want to see those. I haven't seen anything yet on the lights for the warbirds on the exhaust, but I saw like a thumbnail or something. But I kind of want to see what it looks like. Ooh, Francis was spotting for a turbine flyer at the Muncie Fun Flight, and I heard a slight pop. Told him his engine just quit. Landed without issue, but the turbine shed a blade. It would be Lesco, and they used to have a micro F-16. I hope they keep in the twin territory with those small EDFs. So give us some smaller jets, but bigger than micros, so they'll still fly good. Hanging with your boy Scott Settle. You watching Harry Potter, dude? 56 Corvette. That 1.2 Trojan is a blast. We'll hang out here for a little bit. Enzo, thanks, man. Enzo K. Yeah, info@pilotryanmedia.com. If you go to my website, it's one of the last icons on the social media bar. You know, all the stuff, and then the last one is it just automatically will go to start an email. Michael Bear, that's good advice. Reckham Roy said he was looking at his Corsair today, and it's a perfect candidate for the fiery exhaust. Thank you for the super chat, Enzo. Yeah, man. info@pilotryanmedia.com. That's an email address for me. You can hit me up also in DMs if you do Instagram, stuff like that. Absolutely. Excuse me. Yeah, and that F-16, it's been a while since, it would be hard to find now. It would be cool to see it come back. I think I'd like to see it a little bigger. It was fun, but a little bigger would be cool. Whew. 100,000 RPM. A name like Bear, and he stays away from naked channels. Ultramicro ME262. It would be cool. Sean saw a built-up balsa turbine F-104 at one of the jet events at Bomber Field last year. Flew great. Right on, Enzo. All right. It's been another one down in the books. Man, good times. Thanks everybody for coming by. Again, if you do social, check us out. Check me out. This is what we do. I mean, this is it. So it all counts. It all counts. It's how I make a living. And it doesn't always make sense, but all that stuff adds up to helping contribute to me successfully keeping a roof over the head of my people. So, as silly as it sounds, watch the reels on Instagram if you're on Instagram. Comment and like these videos. Join the channel if you're so inclined. Those things. Use the website. Click the links. Got to do it. Come into the shop and see us if you're close, though. And when we go to events, come on out. Let's go. We have a blast. And if you hang out at night and you've got nothing to drive, that's all right. We'll hand you one of ours. We have a good time doing this. Tim Smith ripped the 850 pits today. Moves pretty fast and super smooth. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks like, because of its size, it'd be really snappy in a fun, good way. Yeah. I think that's going to do it. Some of you guys may end up in a Zoom room. Who knows? But I'm going to bounce. It's been real. I wish I had more stuff I was ready to work on, but I'm kind of at a stopping spot at the moment. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy finally seeing the beaver up on those 5-inch Dubro wheels. I put out that video during the week. Super easy modification to do, and definitely worth it. That plane has always deserved softer tires, and I'm so glad I finally got it done. So there you go. Spencer just posted a link to the Zoom room in the chat. See you later, Cloud Hoppers. See you later, Big Boppers. And if I was writing songs, they'd be chart toppers. All right, see you later, everybody. I'm gonna bounce. We're out of here in 5. Hanger rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. In the immortal words of Captain Mike, stick a monkey pants. See you on social. Boss says keep the blue side up. See you around, guys. See you next time. Be watching out for videos. Turn on those notifications. Click through your buddies. Doesn't cost you nothing but consideration, whether it's me or anybody else that you're motivated to watch, and who helps you make that decision. This is a business after all. I'm fortunate that it just seems to be, I'm really always so, there's so much out there, and I feel like we do the best that's out there. So it all really just sells itself. You either want it or you don't, and that's fine. But we're going to have fun playing with it, and hopefully you'll join us in that journey. Whether it's something you're into or not, continue to check out those videos. It is the reason for the season.